in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that.
We tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Ready. White. Slide blue. Drill green. Hey, green. Claws red. Set, go.
Throwing to begin is Love. Oh, a loose football. The Niners have got it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
First and rail. Set.
In motion, Reed.
Cut.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Set, ready. Blaster, 6. Smith, red. Hughes, yellow. Blue, stripe. Set, cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he will go all the way. Jaden Reed, touchdown Packers. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Open man downfield is Kittle. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Dobbs headed in motion. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Ready. Cut.
From the gun, it's Love. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Man. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
A give for McCaffrey running right. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So Kittle comes in motion. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Take go.
Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Got it. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Smash, red. Red, cycle. Ready, set.
Back to throw is Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Here's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready.
To throw is Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
Here we go, set. Speedo blue. Green jack. Set.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Let's go.
Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run with Jacobs. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
5, 97. Ready, ready. Rail, yellow. 6, mega. Steel, black. Ready.
Throwing on second down, Love. This one is caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top, as we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now. Black shot. White, white. Cut.
Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A second down throw for Love. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And he will score! Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Packers will take over possession here at the 44.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. On 2nd down, Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and 6.
Let's go. Lion. 79 Bronco.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This returnable with Reed. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Set. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Dobbs headed in motion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Set. Ready. Pause red. Ready.
Now Love. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And this will be incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Alert. Alert. Ready.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
With this guy's athleticism, Mike, you can see why they love getting him out into open space. And the toss is one of the quickest and easiest ways to do it. And anytime his guys on the outside hit their blocks and spring them, he can get to the 2nd level in a hurry.
And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Ready. Set. Hut. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Come on, 38. Ready. Set.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. Jacobs. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
560. Blue striker.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the Packers are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
On the set.
Now, 1st and goal.
Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Let's go now.
Check that. Street.
To throw, it's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one.